What do you think the birth certificate program is doing when they take your physical print straight out the gate, straight out your mother, straight out the womb, take that ink, put a label on it, which is your name. They put a number on it, which is the fiat currency system, how much you're worth, a debt. You are dead. They're literally making you dead upon arrival. Metaphysically, they own your soul. Every single thing is affected by this. And the only way you can break that is by going against every single grain that exists out there. And one of the biggest grains is the heliocentric model, the university system, and the government itself. Everything that's connected to that. Until we break those chains, we won't know what our true potential is, individually or collectively. It's a metaphysical relationship that we have to the earth plane. All this stuff is related, all of it. So since we don't understand that all of this is connected, then we just kind of float along in zombie land. So that's the metaphysical reason why we're floating along in zombie land, and we utilize illusions of ourselves. So since we are already illusions of ourselves, when we grow up or become an adult or whatever the hell we want to call it, we just add upon that system more illusions. And then we pass those layers upon layers of illusions down to our children, and then they do it so on and so forth and so on and so forth, continually locking us further and further into this physical reality and further away from our spiritual relationship. When you know that these so-called powers that be are well in the know of who and what we are, our maximum capabilities from a spiritual connection, a spiritual understanding of who and what we are. This is why the physical reality is so expanded upon and put in our face over and over again, because once we empower ourselves, once we start to release the so-called need for these slave masters, then they won't have a chance at all. They won't have a chance of control or being empowered by our ignorance. Understand on a deeper layer what this earth plane really is. And we won't have to reinvent the wheel, because largely this has already been done before. If you don't believe in the evolution program for the monkey mind mentality, then you have to understand that there were human civilizations that came before us that were at least on the level of consciousness that we are today, and were largely deeper into understandings of the relationship that humanity has with nature than we will ever get to within the next 10, 20 years. It's not about reinventing the wheel. See, that's what the New Age is about. The New Age is about reinventing the wheel, because it's inherently in the name. There's nothing new under the sun. So if you're a part of a New Age community, just like the New World Order, then you're inherently selling a used car, a lemon.
You hear intelligent people from both political parties, or in the middle, conservatives and liberals, and they all seem to have different answers as to what is going wrong in the country. Some people say, well, let's let the government spend billions of dollars, and then other people say, no more federal spending. Let's give the tax rebates. And the other intelligent people say, no tax rebates. We've got to do this and do that. So everybody is confused. How do you see the thing? How are we going to get out of this?
Well, Johnny, I think that one of the things is that people keep looking to government for the answer, and government's the problem. Government's the problem.
Government's the problem.
A moment ago, you asked, about people and feeling not only confused, but low and down in America. First of all, the American people, if they would just take a little inventory and look around, you triple our troubles, and we're better off than any other people on earth. And we've asked so much of government, and we've gotten in the habit over the last 40 years of thinking that government has the answers, There's very little that government can do as efficiently and as economically as the people can do themselves. And if government would shut the doors and sneak away for about 3 weeks, we'd never miss them. 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 We'd never miss them.
Or superheroes were actually playing both sides of World War I and World War II. Your British, your United States of America, they were playing both sides of that system. Not to mention the fact that all wars are played by both sides of the power grid because they make money off of the oil. They make money off of the weapons sale. They make money off of stealing the land. They make money off of the destruction and controlling and taking out so-called dictators and all this other stuff. They make money by all this shit. And the money I'm really referencing right now is land. This is about land and time. Money is just really a tool used to get the land and to steal your time, to steal your consciousness and steal your focus. This is a way for you, money is a way for you to give your power away to the system.
We think of the universe today in Aristotelian and Newtonian ways. And in that philosophy, the world is all separated. It's like a huge amalgamation of billiard balls. And they don't move until struck by another or by a cue. And so everything is going tock, 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 all over the place. One thing starting off another in a mechanical way. But of course, from the standpoint of 20th century science, we know perfectly well now that that's not the way it works. We know enough about relationships to see that that mechanical model which Newton devised was all right for certain purposes, but it breaks down now.
Science Emergency Defense Program initiated.
Take it! Take it! Take it! Take it!
Science Emergency Defense Program initiated.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
It's not fake, it's faith.
Oh my God. Science Emergency Defense Program initiated.
It's called gravity. It's healing you. That's the power of the